Hey, over here! Look at me! Hi, how's it going? What's up? What's new? Not much. Just hanging out, you know. Grabbing a coffee. Delivering holiday cheer. Hey! I think I managed to pull off genuine nonchalance there. Look at me being all charming and sarcastic over here. Is that your way of saying that you'd like to have me in the room with you? Constantly staring, silently judging? Because real talk, those elfy shelfy dolls give me the bad tingles. Nothing like adding an unblinking voyeur to your house to celebrate the holidays, right? Oh my gosh, right? Don't you just hate it when you have a kink that's just impossible? Kidding, of course. The only impossible kink I have is this one knot I've got in my left shoulder blade. But I appreciate the thought. The thought, of course, being that me dressed as a scandalous elf makes a good impression. Just watch those dirty thoughts. Otherwise, you'll end up on the naughty list for sure. Anyway, that's probably enough pretending that everything is normal. Shall we address the elf event in the room? Okay, but I was really enjoying the "wha" look on your face. You're a cutie when you're confused. Aw, no way! Sorry, I don't have enough fashion sense to find people in matching outfits anything but adorable. Aha, nice! That's the spirit. Honestly, that's an approach to science, life, and relationships that everyone should have. But the reason for the seasonal outfit is because, drumroll, this is a costume for a movie! That's right, plain old Peanut is officially an extra actress movie person. I've got lines to memorize and a makeup person and everything. I actually got hired to do a bunch of setup for the filming. Walking the streets, handing out water, a bunch of non-union stuff. But when the director spotted me eating a sandwich, she declared I was a heavenly elf, and I simply must help save Christmas. I'm so glad I stopped to eat that sandwich. It was catering for the crew, and I technically wasn't allowed to have any. But you just can't keep me away from cute little egg salad sandwiches. Yay, thanks! I'm so excited, and the gig actually pays really well too. Apparently it's kind of a big deal when you actually say something on screen. Like they have to pay you and knight you and show you the secret handshake. I'm just happy to be working on something fun with all the mini sandwiches I want. Yay! That sentiment always made me sad in the past, thinking about how society always seems to punish the do-gooders, reward the criminals. But now that I'm on this side of the crime, I think it's awesome. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm in a funny mood. Oh, you guessed it right. She is very, very small and very, very bitey. That's a weird word to use, but I feel like it's accurate. Sharp teeth, too many for her mouth, really combative. But of course she must be a genius, because she recognized my talent from across the room while I was stuffing my face. Anyway, long story short, after some quick and rather alarming measurements taken, they whipped up this little number, and now I'm Chestnut, Santa's little helper. Oh, wow. They were super thorough. Like, why do you need to measure my tongue? Kind of thorough. They took measurements from my forehead, the length of my toes. They even measured that little spot on your back, you know? That spot where people get tattoos and then wear super low-cut jeans or whatever. Apparently there might be a girl power scene where the lead actress goes out with a bunch of elves for Christmas tattoos. On paper, it sounds really suggestive, but the director has assured us it will be tasteful, which sort of makes it sound worse. Anyway, for taking 1,000,000 measurements, so far it doesn't appear to have resulted in much costume, in terms of overall volume. Still, super cute. 10 out of 10. Would be measured again. Oh, and I get to work with a golden retriever! Did you see him? His name is Mary! Like Merry Christmas! It's super fun, actually. It's not like a big budget Hollywood thing. It's one of those little soap opera movies for soccer moms. The story is about this man and woman who meet in a small town by chance. They're both there on business, they hit it off. Turns out, the guy is Santa's lawyer. Or his accountant. Something administrative. Guy wears a bunch of suits. But she lost all belief in Santa Claus a long time ago because she asked him for a pair of figure skates, but wound up plunging into a frozen lake on Christmas Day when she got them. But it turns out, Santa knew she was going to fall in and gave her the skates anyway because if he hadn't, she wouldn't have discovered her love of pottery and intense business negotiations. There's a trial. The guy almost drowns in the lake but is saved by the Christmas dog. There's a drug cartel working behind the scenes for some reason. It's so bonkers and insane and tone deaf, and I love it. And we'll watch it 1,000 times in my PJs with a bowl of ice cream. The magic of cinema, I tells ya. By the way, make sure to stay away from the snow they're spraying on the street. It's very chemical-y. Huh? What are you confused about? Oh! You naughty person, you! Look, just because Chestnut has a bit more holiday cheer than the other elves doesn't mean she's not the best darn present wrapper in the workshop. And I don't think it would have gone over well with movie audiences if they called her Chesty, Santa's well-endowed helper. That's an entirely different movie, you loon. Don't you be making fun of Chestnuts. Oh, and if I can, I'll try to sneak you some desserts from the catering truck. I don't know what they put in their cheesecake, but it is good. I definitely am. Honestly, I can't even believe I'm getting paid for all this. It's such a fun opportunity. Feels like no matter which way you measure it, this is a lucky day to be Peanut. And hey, before I forget, I want to thank ya. Honestly, I would never have had the nerve to accept an offer to do this. Pretty crazy thing if it weren't for you. It's been such a wacky summer, working all these weird jobs, getting into all kinds of weird situations. But every time I've gotten nervous or felt like hiding from the adventure, boom! There you are! Being all wonderful and supportive and funny. Just the fact I've seen you today, like this, means I know for sure it's going to be a great day. None! I mean, I already knocked over a huge row of motorcycles an hour ago. Oh, I forgot to mention that there's this biker gang in the movie. At first they look like bad guys, but they wind up pulling Santa's sleigh. Anyway, I thought people would get mad, but they mostly scolded the camera guy because there wasn't coverage on the shot. But no one got mad at me, and now they're working it into the script. I might get residuals. I tell ya, this whole acting thing, playing pretend professionally, it's wild. Nah, you're way more than that. You're good people. I think you get me a lot more than you let on, and you let me be me. It's cool. So no sidestepping this compliment. You're cool, way cooler than me, and I appreciate all this coolness you got going on. I mean, that's usually how the movie goes, right? You meet girl, girl breaks watch, girl becomes elf, kiss. No, but seriously, no smooching. I was in makeup for 2 or 3 hours. I am not smudging any of this until it's safe. I know you were kidding, but better safe than sorry, in case one of us trips and we wind up smooching somehow. Anyway, I'll keep on talking and talking about myself if you let me. How are you doing? How's it going? For real. Yay, that's the best kind of day to have! I mean, I usually point out that the force of gravity has not ceased affecting you, and that down is relative whenever someone says something like that. But not today. Today, Peanut is just happy that her friend is having a great day. That's me. Aw, that sucks. I felt like something was sort of feeling off lately. I hope it's nothing too serious. If you need some TLC, I mean, you've got my number, you know, right? Anytime, any day, you just ring me up. I'll be there in a jiffy. I'll even wear this outfit if it'll help. I mean, I'm here for you, if you need me. Ah, yeah. Yeah, well, I was thinking a lot about that too. Actually, I wanted to talk a bit more about it, but I'll save it for now. Probably not the sort of thing to chat about on the clock, with a million cameras nearby. But, yeah. Thinking about it, thinking about you. Good times. Well, I should get back to it. I'm due on set in 30 minutes, and the director is always nicest to the people who show up earliest. Oh, but hey, before I go, I got a fortune cookie last night that had a really weird fortune in it. The fortune was a question instead of a prediction, and it just stuck with me for some reason. The question was, would you rather an enchanting mind, an alluring body, or an attractive spirit? What do you think? I wanted to know what your answer would be. Oh, really? Well, that's really interesting. I think that's a cool answer to pick. I couldn't decide what it meant, but it sounds like you're pretty confident. Though, truth be told, some of us aren't really lacking in any of those features. Well, that's an interesting choice. I think it's the most fun answer for sure. Though, truth be told, some of us aren't really lacking in any of those features. Yeah! I mean, that's what I picked too, but I think it's a great choice. Though, truth be told, some of us aren't really lacking in any of those features. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to tell you something. I heard on the news today that the big yearly storm that hits Sub Rosa is expected to really pick up this week. Like, batten down the hatches type of stuff. I just wanted to offer, if you need, like, a storm buddy or something, I can zip over to your place in a heartbeat. Bonnie was saying she might check in with her friend Elle if things are looking a bit iffy, and she said if I had anyone that needs looking after, I should let them know. So this is me letting you know. You know, Peanut. Storm buddy, so you don't get frightened by yourself during the storm. Well, good. But does your cat make you tea and snacks and otherwise look super cute while she's keeping you company? Your expression is telling me something. Well, either you have a remarkable cat, or I'm reading into this way too much. Well, if hunkering down to survive a catastrophic weather event is your idea of fun, who am I to second guess you? But yeah, we'll make it fun. Maybe trivia or board games? Think about it. Oh, I've got smarts. I can be the brains of the outfit. Think of it. You protecting the both of us. Me telling you random facts about storms. I promise you that we're more powerful together than apart. All right, well, time to fly, I think. Get it? Like Santa's sleigh? I'm super happy I got to see you, though. You're like my good luck charm. Or maybe I'm your bad luck charm. Either way, it balances out. Take care. Oh, you meanie. It's not like you're going to catch cooties from me or something. Oh, you brute! How dare you tickle Chestnut, the most feared of all Santa's elves! I'll let you off the hook this time, but don't let it happen again. Have a good one. See you soon. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, shoot, Peanut Sugar. This one is closed too. Well, I had no idea back-to-school shopping would be so difficult. Though I suppose I could have taken a guess, seeing as I had to close the bakery.
Don't worry about it, Bonnie. I heard the storm was really bad last year, so I think everyone is just being extra safe.
Well, sure, but the mall always feels like it exists out of time and space. It's weird seeing it act like a normal business.
I think maybe your batch of cookies has a little too much salt. Don't you think?
You know, I applied 4 times to open up a kiosk in this place. Just a little old stand so I could sell some muffins. The board of directors has it in for me, I swear it. Who turns down fresh pastries?
Maybe we'll have luck at the dollar store?
Oh! Sugar honey iced tea. You startled me.
You swore, Bonnie! It finally happened.
I most certainly did not, darling. I simply tried out a spicier phrase than usual.
Okay, but I gently remind you that hiding a cuss in a backronym hasn't worked on me since I was 4.
Duly noted. Eek!
Holy!
Oh, burnt butter biscuits. I do wish I wasn't so easy to prey on by mischief makers.
I remain a strong advocate of the mainstreaming of little bell necklaces. Cute, fashionable, early warning system. Oh my gosh! Oh, you startled me.
Oh, darling. I told you need to give those poor espresso beans a rest and stop drinking decaf.
I would rather die.
Good Lord. There's no reasoning with you when you're this jumpy.
But enough of all that. Hey, look, it's you! You're here, in front of me. What a great place to be.
Hey, Sugar. Always a pleasure. You know it, too.
As you can see, we're making the most of the bad weather by doing the most productive thing possible. Shopping!
Though if you ask me, any shopping trip that doesn't involve at least one hat or shoe store is like a cupcake with no icing.
No, Bonnie! We have to save our money! If we go look at shoes, we'll never be able to resist.
Can't I just try them on? Just for a little old minute? I saw these cute little black heels just down the way.
No way.
Walnuts.
Anyway, what's going on with you? What's on your mind this rainy day? Right. Okay then. I think we should be heading off.
I think you're right.
Well, have a good day. Wow. For once, I wasn't the cause of the disaster. That's new. Wowzers! Gosh!
Oh, you silver-tongued devil. Whatever am I gonna do with you?
I mean, maybe put a ring on it?
Sugar, we do not talk like that out and about.
Kidding!
Well, on that note, we'd better keep moving, darling, before our friend charms us into a stupor.
Right, back on task.
Take care, Sugar. And thanks for the little morale booster. Well, now that is an idea.
Hooray! Free food! Just kidding. I would love to grab some lunch.
Lead the way, Sugar.
Oh, we should head out, Bonnie.
You're right, but thanks so much for the meal and the company, sugar.
Yeah, feel free to swoop out of the air for free meals anytime.
We gotta scoot, but have a wonderful day.
Yeah, they told me they just needed another 15 minutes. They apologized for the delay. I'm just glad I noticed. Imagine going through all that trouble and then... Yeah! It sends a really bad message. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just happy I got everything done in time. Thanks again for all your help. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I know. I mean, that's a pretty typical Peanut way to handle things, right? Hey there, I just destroyed something super valuable of yours. Also, now I have a huge crush on you. Somehow, the power of love and friendship will make everything right. Also, I'm an awkward scientist that only believes in cause and effect. What do you say? Want to hang out with a hot mess this summer? I'm hopeless. Just put me in a box and mail me somewhere else. Still, I had such an incredible time this summer. Somehow everything wound up being amazing. They're really special to me. I hope this isn't the end of it. Yeah, I'll make sure to tell them. I mean, I think they know, but I'll tell them. I promise. Alright, Renee, I should go. I'll talk to you soon, though. Okay, girl? Yep, you too. Love you a whole bunch. Watch out for paper cuts. Bye! Oh, biscuits! Hey! Fancy running into you here. How's it going? Right, the Cowboy Cobbler. The place that sells all those cowboy boots that everyone is wearing these days. That place. That's pretty close to the reason I'm here too. Except not really. Nothing. Just, at the mall. Malling it up, as the kids say. Do kids say that? They must. They say all kinds of stuff. Oh, hugs are cool. You always give the nicest hugs. Hey, look, Oh, I'm terrible at lying. I'm gonna have to do this without the lying. You, leave! I am here for a private matter. It is a matter pertaining to a surprise. A surprise that you may or may not be involved in. And if you get all snoopsy and nosy, the surprise shall be ruined. So turn back and never dare set foot in this part of the mall again. Pretty please. No hints, no guesses. It might be a beard. Maybe I'm investing in a ginormous braided Viking mane. Just imagine me pulling off a scarf, revealing locks of gorgeous hair protruding from my face. Isn't it amazing? Yes, that's right. Very nicely. That's Peanut. She'll nice your face off if you're not careful. You and your stupid charming face. Fine. Very well. Come here. Yeah, there. You got what you wanted. Now hit the road. I won't ask again nicely. Probably. time. I know it's late, I know it's stormy and terrible out, and I know phone calls are basically the worst way to communicate. But I woke up with such a terrible feeling of deja vu dread badness that I had to call you. I know this makes me sound like a crazy stalker weirdo, or a loony goonie that believes in psychic powers. But if you will forgive me just this one time, I will never ever call or bother you ever again. Okay, at least I know you're alive. Go back to sleep. I'll figure out a better way to apologize later. Sorry, you're awesome. Good night. Oh wow, really? Okay, I am not happy to hear that you were having a bad dream, but I'm glad my stupid nervous impulse may have helped after all. I debated for such a long time whether or not to call you. I'm sorry. Gosh, sorry. I'm all worked up. I don't even know why. Okay, let me just take a deep breath. Okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? For real this time. Not just panic peanut mode. Yes! That's good. Make me feel awkward with obvious sexual tension. We'll laugh. It'll be like old times. Sorry. I have no idea why I'm getting so worked up. I thought you were... Sorry. Bad dream. Thank you for making me laugh. I'll stop bothering you. Good night. No, it's not. I can't even write sexy texts well. Not without a few coolers and a reason to celebrate. Are you sure? I'm sorry I'm all wound up. I just couldn't shake this terrible feeling. Feel free to just hang up at any moment. No explanations needed. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Okay, let me just take a deep breath. Okay, I'm okay. Are you okay? For real this time, not just panic peanut mode. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Though, if I'm being a pushy peanut, you sound like you're... Well, no, never mind. I can sometimes take a hint. Sweet dreams, okay? I'm always here if you need me. Hey, I'm not usually the kind of person to... Okay, I normally don't do this kind of thing, but I can tell there's something really, really bothering you. Yeah, You don't sound like yourself. Okay, I normally don't do this kind of thing, but I can tell there's something really, really bothering you. I know how it can feel to be away from home with the weight of the world on your shoulders. I'm coming over right now. If that's okay with you. Are you sure? I feel like you could really use a friend tonight. Or a frenemy. Lover. Player 2. I'm prepared to adapt to the role if need be. Okay, I'll let you sleep, but please give me a call in the morning. I'm going to be worried about you. Take care. Sweet dreams. Shaw. It's been letting up for the last few hours. I didn't hear you say no. I'm getting on my bike this instant. And thanks to some previous cyberstalking, I know it'll take me 15 minutes to get there. Please do not take that the wrong way. I will see you soon. don't know if you forgot, but it's Peanut at the door. Did you fall back asleep? Please wake up. I'm so chilly. Oh, good. I have the right house. For a moment there, I was nervous I might be disturbing a senior citizen or something. Hey, I'm not a vampire or anything, but I would still prefer it if you invited me in. May I come in? Oh, well, decided to stop off at the market on my way here and pick up some sanity. They were fresh out, though, so I'm afraid I'm still as crazy as I look. Yeah, I just went cycling in the rain for 15 minutes like a total dummy. Though, honestly, I couldn't help but try going faster and slower to see which speed kept me the driest. The answer was none of them. None of the speeds. But my experiment was flawed and lacked scientific rigor. Oh, wow. I adore you too. I think you're amazing and awesome and charming and crazy and really hot. And speaking of hot... Okay, but seriously, can I come in? I'm freezing. I hate to be a bother, seeing as I dropped by to make sure you're okay. But I'm going to need more than a towel. I don't suppose you have anything I could wear for now, while my clothes dry. As usual, I can't tell how serious you are. But you know what? I'm not even flustered right now. I might actually be too chilly to be embarrassed. That's an interesting test result. Maybe we can circle back on it and test it later. For now, focus less on naked Peanut. We're looking for warm, fully clothed Peanut. Well... I can't say that would make me especially comfortable. And now I'm secretly hoping you don't return with a Catgirl costume, complete with tail and miniskirt. Thank you. I'll stay here and... Well, I guess I'll just get your floor wet. My options are really limited. Oh, thank you! I was starting to consider climbing into the fireplace and volunteering for the position of Yule log. Speaking of fireplaces, I noticed this one still works with the power off. It sure would be nice to have a fire, hey? Hey? Huh? Nice idea, hey? Come on! How can so little fabric be such an effective peanut trap? Hey, since the power is off, maybe I can set my wet clothes by the fire to dry? Pretty good reason to start a fire, I'd say. Hey, look at that! You made a fire! Was it because I suggested it? Aw, well, you're sweet. Thank you. I'll set my wet clothes down here. Just ignore my silly frilly pink panties. It was laundry day. What do you think? I look pretty good in this sweater, hey? It is so comfy. I love it. Oh, gosh, no. I don't agree. Don't you know the inverse square law of sweaters and chilly girls? The chillier the girl is at room temperature, the larger the sweater has to be for them to be comfortable wearing it. Now please note, I did not say warmer, I said larger. If your sweater is not large enough to pull your knees into and give yourself great big pretend boobies, it's not worth wearing. True story. QED. Right? I really would never have guessed. I usually don't wear super bright colors. I guess because I'm usually trying to blend into my surroundings. But this, I really, really like it. Oh, thank you. I was really surprised when I saw how it looked in the mirror. I mean, the complete lack of other clothes might be skewing the results here, to be fair. Sort of a confounding variable, but I'll gladly take the compliment anyway. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I actually wrecked my favorite sweater just before I came on vacation. It's really silly, but I was super attached to it. Had it for a very long time. Spent a lot of frosty mornings, curled up in it with a coffee and a book. It was a gift from someone dear to me, and I can't believe I'm going to tell you this for no reason. I actually cried when I wrecked it. Is that silly, to cry over a sweater? I feel like it's gotta be on the silly list. Yeah, that's a good point, honestly. I spend so much time worrying about people not taking me seriously. But there's so much seriousness in the world. Why am I trying to make more of it? Interesting thought. Oh gosh, don't get me started. I can't handle any movie or song or poem, anything, where a dog dies. See, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about the possibility of a dog dying. I'm ridiculous. Oh, wow. Man. There it is. You said something so beautiful. And it wasn't even meant to stir me up. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to comfort me. So I just gotta start tearing up for no reason. Thank you, though. That was actually really a lovely thought. But here I am, just blabbing and talking, as usual. I came here for a reason, and I'm not doing a good job at bringing it up. Are you? Are you okay? I know this might sound deeply, terribly audacious, but I feel like I've gotten to know you, even just a little bit, these last few weeks. I feel like I've seen you happy, seen you frantic, seen you frustrated. I'm not saying I know you super well, but there's a heavy shadow in your eyes tonight, a shadow I heard in your voice. And I'm worried. I definitely know that feeling. I often find myself in a whirlwind of good fortune and terrible disasters. But I'm not sure if good enough is... I'm not sure if it's enough to put me at ease. I can tell. Only a little bit. But whatever it is you're carrying right now, I can see the weight of it in you, even as we sit here. Something that's muted the wild mischief in your eyes and turned the corners of your mouth down ever so slightly. Is there anything I can do? Any way I can help? I feel like you've been helping me all summer, helping me find joy and fix my problems. And I feel like sometimes the people who go around fixing things often can't use their tools on themselves. So they can't call for help. They can only answer. Does any of that make sense? No, I understand. I'm not trying to get anything out of you. I actually don't want anything from you. Except what is free and good and what we've built together. I want to be... your friend? Your backup? Your peanut? No, I don't need you to. Sometimes, it's enough to know someone is watching and listening. I can relate, I think. I'm not as good at fixing things as I think you are, but I'd rather try to fix someone else's problems than my own, quite often. I want to be... your friend? Your backup? Your peanut? So, if there's anything you want to tell me, or just to say out loud, I can be a human being for you, if you want to talk. It must be a really upsetting thing. I couldn't even begin to guess what it might be, but I can see how it's weighing on you. Whatever that job is, though, I feel like if it's important and terrible enough, I can't think of anyone with a better heart and a sharper mind for it than you. Oh, please, don't be worried about me. I don't want to be the reason for any of your stress or anxiety. Don't worry. I like you too. And I haven't been fully honest either, I'll have you know. I am a peanut full of secrets and lies. But don't worry. I trust you. I don't want you to be anything but you. Whatever you give to me, I'll cherish. I see. That's for sure a terrible burden to have. Doubt is a deeply harmful kind of suffering. Sort of like regret, it doesn't live in the present with us. It dwells in the future, and brings an agony we're in constant waiting for. But we can only look to our present thoughts and feelings, and decide whether it's enough to go forward with. I've seen you laugh, and care, and protect. Whoever's feelings you're struggling over, I'm certain they are incredibly fortunate to have you. I don't know much about danger. I tend to live a very quiet, gentle sort of life. But for what it's worth, the first time I broke your watch, well, I thought you were the most dangerous person I had ever accidentally pissed off. Not from anything you did or said, just a feeling that I had stepped on the tail of a wolf, like a ghost had walked over my grave, you know? Little did I know you were actually at least half a puppy dog, but I can confirm there's still some wolf in you. If there are dangers ahead, I feel a little sorry for the dangers. Can I give you a hug? Okay, no hugs. Just sit with me then. We can pretend we're statues, and just listen to the rain. Just look at the fire. It's a lovely thing to do with someone you care about. Thank you. You give great hugs. Oh, whoops. Just a small adjustment there. Hey, so, what's up? Not at all. Between the sweater and the fire, I'm finding it rather comfortable in here. But if it does get less comfortable, maybe we'll grab a blanket. Probably should have thought of that sooner. I mean, that's one way you could think of it. But really, who's to say? Aren't all of us naked under our clothes? That's good. I know every girl I'm friends with appreciates a little selective blindness when a skirt or bra strap doesn't behave. Though, I suppose, now that you didn't see, you might have a question or two. Okay, I really didn't mean to ruin the moment or anything. But I should probably explain what's going on before we spend the next hour letting our imaginations get away from us. It's not super complicated, it's just a bit silly. So, you know, classic Peanut. I actually have a bit of a discomfort. Phobia? Aversion? Yeah, none of those really fit. I basically can't wear someone else's underwear. It's a thing. I don't know why, but it always gives me the heebie-jeebies. And before you say a word, I see that look in your eyes. No, this is not a thing that has come up very often. It's not like I'm running around university getting into hijinks, being constantly presented with the choice of wearing someone else's panties or going commando. It's happened less than 5 times. Wait. 2, 3... less than 6 times. So I deeply appreciate the offer of your undies for the sake of my comfort and dignity, but I shall not be taking you up on the offer. Just gotta get my skirt game under control. I apologize one more time for sort of ruining the moment. That's always the risk when a Peanut is trying to be serious. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that you think so. Even though, as an irrational aversion, your use of the word logic here offends scientific rigor. To heck with science. I only want to wear my own undies. Oh, please. You've seen one butt that needs way more sun. You've seen them all. Now you stop that. You can't just get away with that every time, allowing me to say a bunch of foolish stuff and then letting me off the hook. I can't possibly be that adorable. There's limits, there's cringiness, there's the very real chance that Peanut is a silly weirdo sometimes. I'm gonna start calling you adorable every time you do something silly. See how you like it. You know, whenever you get a bit flirty, you get this really cute look in your eyes. There it is. You also have this little dimple that appears on your cheek, and it's just unreasonably cute. Seems like, to me, you kind of perk up when things start to get flirty. Phew, yeah, no disagreement with me there. I hope you don't mind my saying it, but you have this sort of aura. Like, it's an intense, I want to say, sexual presence. I noticed it the first time we met, but I sort of feel like I get crushes on people really easily, so I try not to show it. But after spending even a little bit of time with you, it just became stronger. I think you're just the most literally attractive person I've ever met. So, great job. Yeah. You absolute menace! You really don't play fair, do you? Just casually calling a gal's boobs magnificent like it's something you can just say out loud? It's not like I secretly hope certain people find me attractive and maybe think about me in that way and maybe want to act on those feelings. See? There it is! Allude to Peanut's perkiness. Watch her get a bit flustered. Sneaky little smile. And make no mistake, I'm simultaneously thrilled and horrified at the thought that my perkiness is visible through this sweater. I don't even know if it's true, but I have equal and intense desires to cover them and somehow hope you keep admiring them. You're diabolical. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So I actually really love that cheekiness about you. Whenever things get flirty, you tend to light up the entire room. And since I'm here to try and help you feel better, why don't we have a bit of flirty fun and play truth? You ask me stuff, I ask you stuff. We have to be honest. If someone chickens out on a question, they have to do something the other person tells them. Sound like fun? All right, suit yourself. It's your loss, though. Can't you tell that I'm full of juicy secrets, just waiting for the right moment to spring upon the world? And also, if I chickened out, I was prepared to put anything in my mouth. Anything. But yeah, let's talk about something else. Oh, I will. I'm bringing it already. It's brought. Peanut brought enough for everyone. Yeah, that made sense. I'm sure. Let's play. Okay, yeah, deal. Okay, I'll go first because it's my game and I call dibs. Let's start with an easy one. What's the naughtiest thing you've done in public? Or something in your top 3 if you can't narrow it down. I already got my answer, but you gotta go first. If you're already chickening out, then this is gonna be a rough game for you for sure. Okay, punishment time. Instead of answering, you have to give me your best gal face. You know what I'm talking about. Crossed eyes, very happy tongue. Make me believe it. Hot. Nice job. That was worth you avoiding the question for sure. Well, that's not at all unusual. When you're good at something, you want proper access to necessary equipment and soft surfaces. I definitely wouldn't have guessed that, but it's fun to think that the naughtiest thing you've done in public is smooch people and hold hands. You're adorable. Ooh, I like the subtle description. Let's my imagination fill in all the details. Though, honestly, my imagination is pretty innocent, in general. But that doesn't stop me from pretending I'm super suave. So, here's some pretending. Yeah, I know what you mean. Wink wink. I take it then that the stuff that we did, you know, on the beach, probably rated pretty high on your list? Oh, wow, okay. Well, I asked. I guess one person's 11 out of 10 would be destroyed again, is another person's 7 out of 10. Not bad. Oof. Humble pie is not a good pie. Not a fan of that flavor. Oh wow, if that was warming up. I don't want to finish that sentence for fear of sounding lame, but that night is world record material for me. So I wouldn't say warm up for me. I would have to use salty 4-letter words to really describe it accurately. Ooh, brr. You just gave me a shiver down my back. I'm lame. Ignore me. Hey, I'm going to give you a freebie here because I want to answer this question. So, it's your lucky day. So, easily, the naughtiest thing I've done in public is strip naked in a library and take sexy photos for a stranger I just met. Did I shock you? Huh? Was that answer just totally wild and crazy and unexpected? Well, I hope it was a little at least. It's basically the craziest thing I've ever done. At any moment, if the librarian had decided to drop by, they would have gotten a nice view of my, dessert. Gosh, I hope this doesn't sound too over the top, or weird, or anything. Okay, fair. I don't want you to get the wrong idea or anything, though. This was a one-time, one-person type of thing, and it came about when I was trying to convince myself to do wilder and crazier stuff. I'm a bit of a keener going to a university with a bit of a wild side, so I think it's okay to try to be reckless every so often while I'm still young. Yeah, that was the goal. I mean, that's a big part of why I did it. The person I was speaking with was really charming, and I had been trying to convince myself to try and be less, well, boring. A bit of overkill maybe, but I really liked it. Oh, it was. Afterward, I felt like I had this secret other life. No one knew there was this wild, reckless girl walking around among them. It was actually a real turn-on, having this naughty secret. So, all in all, it was a fun, sexy, naughty thing that I will probably never do again. Okay, it's your turn to ask a question. And actually, I want to do this a bit differently. Why don't you ask a couple questions and then I'll ask a few. That way, we have more time to think up some interesting options. Okay, go. Ask me anything? Oh, yeah, that's a great question. And the answer is... Actually, the first one that comes to mind is kind of embarrassing. Whoops, I sort of walked into this one. Should I tell you? Okay, I'll tell you, but you can't make fun of me. So, there's this couple that has a dorm room next to mine. And see, the thing is, there's this flaw in the way that our walls are made. There's basically no sound barrier between us. And at night, when they, have fun, it feels like they're right there, in the bed, next to me. It's honestly really intense, and sometimes no. Are you crazy? Imagine that they stopped. Imagine me running into them after. I would curl up into a ball of devastated shyness. You give me way too much credit for bravery. I am not brave. I'm Peanut. Well, thank you. I know you're being sarcastic, but this is actually light years of progress for a young Peanut. My answer a year ago would have probably been to have someone kiss my neck. So this is definitely an upgrade, regardless of how adorable it may sound. I wish. Well, I sorta wish. There are a lot of people hooking up on campus. And not just students. The teachers, too. That was a good start. What else you got? Oh, wow! So, first off, that's not fair. That's 3 questions in 1. Did you not think I would notice? Did you think the science nerd wouldn't detect mathematical shenanigans like that? But all right, I can respect the hustle, and I did invite you to ask me anything you want. But I wasn't really ready for a lightning round like that, so give me a second to recover. Okay, here goes. Bottom, not even a power bottom, take me, make me, tie me up, you're in charge. Likewise, sub, kinda dig the whole, at your mercy stuff. Can't speak from experience. Can only confess what has given me the honey glow when I imagine it. And front door for sure. Though, maybe open to exploring? Yeah, that's the spirit of a starship captain, to explore strange new worlds. Let me label that last one curious. Always curious. I'm a curious gal. No surprises, but lots of fun is basically the full Peanut experience. what I lack in spontaneity, I make up for in good, wholesome fun and consistency. Peanut butter is sweet and consistent. And by gosh, I don't mind aspiring to be peanut butter in anything I do. Well, I can't deny that the latex would probably be a little flattering with my, you know. But I'm not the best with heels, and I would definitely be very unprepared to use a whip. So yes, I would have a real hard time with that. I would say please a lot. The effect wouldn't be great. Did you just quote Einstein on purpose? Oh wow. Oh, take me. I'm yours. You have won my heart. You are remarkably good at this. Next question. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, here's the truth. I like you so much. So much, in fact, it's really hard for me to explain. See, I don't really believe in love at first sight or casual hookups or really much of the world of dating. It's really rare that I'll find myself just sitting and thinking about someone. Thinking about not just their eyes or their looks or their smile, but the things they say, the things they laugh at, the things they do that they're probably not even aware of. Basically, from the day I met you, I've thought about you every day. I've thought about things we've talked about, things we've done together, things you've done for me. And I almost don't have words to describe the way you make me feel. You're so special to me. Even though we've only known each other for a few weeks, I feel like we've known each other forever. I find myself wanting to just be with you, talk to you, be silly with you, touch you, kiss you, and, well, I think you know. But I have this terrible doubt in the back of my mind that, while yes, you are amazing and charming and so completely overwhelming, that I've sort of forced myself into your life. Maybe you're amazing with everyone. So, the truth is, I'm really deeply infatuated with you. I dream about you, I fantasize about you, I practice conversations before we have them. And that's a lot. Way too much to complicate your life with, I imagine. I don't want you to feel like I'm a situation you need to deal with. I just want to spend as much time together as we can, doing whatever brings you happiness or more. I have no idea how to segue away from this very awkward silence about to descend on us. Please say something quickly. Oh yes, I had a feeling this was going to happen. You joke, but would it surprise you at all to know that I've had this very thing happen to me? Not once, but twice. Poor clueless Peanut thinks people are flirting with her. They try to sell her things instead. If this were a rom-com of my life, I can only hope that we montage over all the awkward sad stuff. Otherwise, it's going to be a long movie. Yes, I definitely like you. I think about your sexy butt all day. I can see this all comes as a shock. Huh? Oh. No, I don't think so. I thought for a sec your question was a joke, but I see maybe it's more important than it seems. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I definitely don't feel like I'm not myself. I'm the Peanut I always am. You just make me blush and swoon a lot more than I normally do. And if what I'm feeling is not really real, I don't think it's your fault in any way. If anything, it would be mine. I tend to hype myself up into the clouds a bit too much. Anything else? Okay, I guess I should. Ahem. Sorry, I'm not very good at these kinds of games in general. But in this case, I mostly wanted to hear you talk, to answer your questions, to make you happy. I can't really think of more questions because... Give me one more sec. Okay. There's something I would like to talk to you about that's been bothering me. Something that... What? No, 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 no. No, gosh, there's no someone else on my end. I can say that at least. And if there's someone else on your end, well, I'm not really worried about it. I trust you. You'll tell me what I need to know, when I need to know it. Huh? No! No, 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 nothing like that. I promise this has nothing to do with something you did. What? No! Gosh, no! Just the opposite. You've kind of hurt me so good, if that makes sense. I'll explain. The thing is... Look, I need to apologize for something I did. I feel really weird about it, and I don't want to hurt or confuse you. The night we went and looked at the stars, I did something I never do. Could never have imagined doing. And I'm worried I may have changed things between us. In a bad way. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, I'm so nervous. Okay, I'll try. I've never had to talk about stuff like this before. Oh, yes, you did. And it was incredible. I've never... Well, that's a bit of a relief. I barely even got to get started returning the favor before that stupid cop showed up. Oh, wow! I just realized I never thought I would ever say a sentence like that. Good for me, I guess. So nonchalant. Don't answer that, by the way. It's rhetorical. Rhetorical questions don't mean you can brag now. Yeah, I had no idea that sort of thing would work so well on me. It's fun discovering new things about yourself. Anyway, distracted. I need to say this before I let myself forget to. I'm sorry I came on to you so strong that night. I'm sorry I got so physical so fast. I'm sorry if I acted in a way that surprised or disappointed you. I have an explanation if you want to hear it. Yeah, it was. And I only realized later that maybe you thought I was lying to you about who I was. Okay, I will. Really? Because I feel like I just dropped a bomb on you from out of nowhere and maybe ruined a friendship. All because I got wrapped up in my feelings without considering yours. See, the thing is, over the last few weeks, the more time we've spent together, I realized that my feelings for you were getting more and more intense. Like, I went from acquaintance to bestie to crush to full-on intense mexi desire insanely fast. But because we were doing the whole friend thing, I didn't want to do or say anything that might, wreck things. The more time we spent together, though, I started being unable to hide my feelings. I started thinking about you all the time. I started hoping and dreaming and fantasizing. And, well, here's the truth. I'm terrible at starting relationships. I am the most clueless, oblivious, socially awkward person ever. Half the time, I don't know when people are flirting with me. 90% of the time, I don't realize that they think I'm flirting with them. And in the past, I've missed out a couple times on a couple people I didn't make my feelings clear for. And I swore I would not do that this time. I promised myself that I would be bold, that I would share my feelings, be aggressive, and let the person I was crushing on know that I wanted them to do things to my body. And do things to their sexy body. And I'm just no good at any of that. After the date was over, I realized that I may have come across as selfish. Or worse, a catfish. Is that the word? Maybe you liked regular peanut. Maybe I messed things up. And I've been so worried about it ever since. So, was I right? Did I mess up? And if I did, do you forgive me? Yeah, I like that. That's good to hear. I suppose if I ever accidentally filled someone with intense feelings of lust and desire, I would want them to know I found it super flattering. If it's the thought that counts, then, well, nice to be appreciated, hey? Good. Thank you. You've had to do that sort of a lot with me, hey? I'm still so lucky that you're the person I've caused all this trouble with. You're amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. I like you too. These are actually just about dry. Nice. Well, I came over here to try and make you feel better. But you've sort of just made me feel better. Which I guess shouldn't be much of a surprise. You're a special person. Mathematically improbable, 1 in a billion. Maybe someday, I'll make you feel a fraction of the joy you've made me feel. You sexy goof. I should probably go now. I'm keeping you from sleep. The storm has died down a bit. Definitely should take the chance. Thank you, once more. You're incredible. Good night. I'm going to steal this. I... kiss me. Busted. Probably a good time to go, though. Before a disaster happens. I'm going to steal this. At least for now. It guarantees that you'll need to see me at least once more before you skip town. Good night, my love. My lovely, sexy, amazing friend. Hey, you didn't forget your complimentary peanuts, did you? I was honestly working up the nerve to talk to you for a few minutes, I'm really glad the opportunity for a pun happened to walk by. So, hi. Oh, good. You remember me. I thought this was going to be really awkward for a sec. It's you. I made it. Yeah, hi, hello. I never imagined myself in a million years being the sort of gal racing to the airport for one last chance for a romantic goodbye. I'm officially 100% completely out of my comfort zone. It finally happened. This is it. Fully uncomfortable peanut. And it's all your fault. I guess this means you're happy to see me too. Oh hey, I almost forgot. Your sweater. Ta-da! Here it is. Felt like I should at least give you the chance to say goodbye to it. Well, I mean, we both sorta knew where this was going, right? You can't just introduce a girl to the most comfortable and amazing sweater ever made and not anticipate her stealing it. Besides, it looks so much better on me, right? I've caught you looking. This sweater and my sweater kittens were made for each other. I mean, this airport has likely seen more awkward goodbyes than that, but I'm sure we can figure out ways to make it even worse. But in all seriousness, I'll take your hesitation as your blessing to keep it. Thank you. Really? For real? I can keep it? I was so hoping you would say that. Like, I was prepared to 100% suck it up and say goodbye both to you and your remarkable sweater. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But in all seriousness, thank you for letting me keep it. It's not only the most comfortable sweater ever, but it reminds me of you. It smells like you, and it makes me happy. As long as I have it, I'll never forget you. So that's a silver lining, right? Oh, you're not. Not ever. I'm just... Yeah, I know. I guess I'm just trying to stretch the moment out as long as possible. Me neither. But like, for you. For getting me. Don't want it. Wow, I really had no idea this was going to be so hard to say. Come on, Peanut. You got this. Okay, here goes. You are the most incredible person I've ever met. I have no idea how you're even real. You're like something out of a fairy tale, a fantasy, and a fanfiction, all rolled into one person. You made this summer so special for me. You made my heart flutter and race and explode with happiness and joy and laughter. And I think I'm falling for you. And, well, this is your chance now. If you don't feel the same way, tell me right now. And I swear, I will leave this airport and I'll deal with those feelings. And I promise I'll be okay. And you can go find the one you love without worrying about me. So, this is it. How do you feel about me? Shoot. Well, that's okay. And you're right. We'll always have Sabrosa. Goodbye, my sweet summer fling. Take care. Me too! More than anything. I want to be with you, and hug you, and touch you and kiss you, and find out what this feeling coursing through me is. I want you. I want you to want me. I want us to be together as long as you'll have me. I love you too. I have wanted to say that to you for so long. I want to be with you, and hug you, and touch you, and kiss you, and love you in every way a person can. You mean the world to me. I would like to kiss you now. Kissing you is everything. Oh yes, one last awkward peanut thing. Yes, you could say that. Give me a sec. It takes a moment to work up the nerve to admit to crimes and such. When I was over at your house, you know, the night I barged into your place soaking wet, I took a quick snoop around and I found your plane tickets. And because I had something special planned for you and I didn't want to risk the chance to see you off, I may have bought a ticket for myself on the same flight to your place. So, yeah! Yay for socking? Yeah, that's me. I know this all sounds a bit crazy, but I couldn't take any chances. Yes, but also I didn't just do it for that. I know this all sounds a bit crazy, but I couldn't take any chances. I needed to give you this. So, you know, I was working all those jobs this summer. It wasn't for tuition. It was for this. It was incredibly important to me that I fix my mistake. And after learning how to magnet fish, finding a master watchmaker in town and doing a bunch of quests for him, and finally working a bunch of frankly ridiculous jobs, the moment I've been dreaming about all summer is finally here. Okay, I deserve that. Still, talk about changing the vibe of the moment, you sarcastic ass. Good thing you don't need to talk to kiss me. Yep, all the jobs, all the schedules, all for you. In fairness, though, you still managed to show up and save me from a few bad situations. So, in a way, we did it together. Oh, that's us! Let's go. Let's find out what the future holds for us. In time.